Oh, hello everyone, and welcome to our latest series of using the CATIA software. We once again urge you to go through these videos as it will be helpful for you to learn the commands which will be used later on to create different profiles and 3D images. As we are learning different 2D profiles, especially with octagon, pentagon, and hectagon in the previous videos. Today, however, our focus is going to be back on different tools which will be used. So here we are. We will try to open up one of the plane as usual, and we will open up plane YZ. I urge you to go through our previous videos as well. It will be helpful for you as it will have plenty of imperatives to look forward to as well. As we have seen the geometrical constraints as well as the linear constraints, today we are going to learn how to use the other constraints as well. So our next option is the auto constraint. So here we are. If we have a rectangle already present, so if I use the auto constraints option, it actually creates constraints automatically for both the lines. Here we can see if we use the option as well. So this is how it is used, not frequently used. So we just need to keep in touch how to use these options. We also have one more option available, that is the fixed together option. So what does the fixed together option mean? So say for example, if we have a couple of lines, say for example this is line number 1 and this is line number 2, and if I use the option of fixed together, we have to just simply click on line number 1 and line number 2. Once they get fixed and I click on OK, these two lines can now be separated. Here we can see the incremental system as well as the absolute system has been used. So this is the fixed together option which creates constraints, as we can see. So this is how it is used. Again, this option isn't used frequently, but one that we need to go through as well. Animate constraints is another option that we have. We also have the edit multi constraints. So these two options also not frequently used. So we will rather skip these options and we will move into our next set of tools. Here we can see it is really important well in operation. So our first option here is the corner. Corner is also known as a fillet. So how we actually use this option, let us first of all have a profile. This is how. Let us first of all have two lines, and I will then click here. So here we have two lines. One is a vertical line, the other one is just a little bit inclined. And if I use the fillet option and I click on the two corners, remember it is only applied to positions where there are corners. So here it is. If I apply this, here it is. We form a simple curve at the end if we need two lines which intersect at a particular point. So this is how we create a fillet, or we shall formally say it as a corner. We will once again go through that option. Here it is. So if I want to give multiple, I can select multiple times. So it gets selected multiple times. So if I click every single corner, a fillet will be created. Here it is on the outside. So have to be a little bit careful you don't drag the cursor outside. If I drag the cursor outside, the curve actually comes outside. So make sure that the cursor goes inside. Again, I click on this corner, and this is how a fillet will be created, or rather a corner. So do practice these tools as it will be important for us to learn different geometries altogether. Pressing the escape, and here we are. We will now delete the option. Our next option is the chamfer. Chamfer is the option that is used for reboring of particular holes on many occasions, but it's really important to learn this tool as well. So for creating a chamfer, first of all, we need to make sure that we have vertical lines. two lines rather. Here it is, we have two lines. It is similar to that of a fillet as well. So I'll click on the chamfer. So just keeping an eye, a chamfer is always created at 45 degrees. So the 45 degrees by default, there the length appears as well. If I double click on that length and if I give 5 and click press OK, here it is created as 5. So here it is. We create a chamfer, so creating a rectangle first of all, and then if I choose the chamfer option by double clicking it, here we can see. So here it is, a chamfer is created, keeping the cursor inside. So guys, just make sure that you also keep an eye on these options as well. Not too much that these options make a difference. If I choose the first trim element, it will only trim the first element. Remember, it remains the same as well, so not a huge deal of difference, as we can see. Remember, this chamfers the element, but it doesn't delete this line. So if I chamfer using this option, here we can see one line gets deleted while the other stays on. Here we can see that the lines that stay on are represented by yellow, whereas if there is no lines, there is no element here. Here we can see we have both the lines, we have just single line, we don't have any lines available after chamfer. So these are the different options that will be available to us. So we will go through those options as well. So I will just close down by pressing the escape button, and then I will select everything, and then I will delete all those. So practice the chamfer, the corner. It will be helpful while we create different geometries. I will be putting up drawings in the description, which will be followed up. So make sure that you go through everything. And the next option is going to be this set of options, which we are going to see in deep. But for now, we are running out of time. So do join us again next time and have a good day as well. Thank you.